Imagine this. You're walking down a shadowy road in the dead of night. Suddenly you spot an iron gate looming in the fog, its rusted bars twisted like the gnarled fingers of an unseen force. Would you keep going? Could you? Welcome to the Seven Gates of Hell, one of Pennsylvania's darkest urban legends. But is there any truth to it? Let's find out. Before we dive into the gates themselves, let's talk about where this spine-chilling tale originates. Hellam Township, Pennsylvania. Yeah, the place even sounds ominous, doesn't it? But Hellam wasn't named for demons or devils. It comes from a Welsh word meaning place on a hill. Talk about false advertising. Now, the story of the Seven Gates starts innocently enough, or does it? Depending on who you ask, it involves either an insane asylum that burned down or a reclusive doctor obsessed with fencing off his property. But in both versions, there's one constant. Passing through all seven gates leads you straight to hell. Not metaphorically, literally. Buckle up, it's about to get weird. Let's start with one of the most haunting tales. The Burnt Asylum. Picture this. A remote mental institution tucked deep into the Pennsylvania woods. Its only companions, the shadows of towering trees. According to legend, this asylum stood on either Toad Road or Trout Run Road in Hellam Township, but its exact location has been lost to time. In the early 1900s, disaster struck. A devastating fire broke out, consuming the asylum in a matter of hours. With firefighters unable to reach the remote location in time, chaos erupted. The flames claimed the lives of countless patients, but that wasn't the end of the horror. Those who escaped the inferno didn't fare much better. They were said to have been hunted down by local search parties and met brutal ends, some beaten to death in the very forest they sought refuge in. And here's where the mystery deepens. Were the gates along Toad Road built to trap these escaped patients? Or were they already there, serving a purpose far darker than we can imagine? Interestingly, both this version and others agree on one chilling detail. During the day, only one gate is visible. But at night, the remaining six appear, as if summoned by the darkness. Why? Could this be tied to the restless spirits of the asylum's victims? Now let's explore a different version of the legend, one that's just as strange, but even more personal. This story revolves around a man named Harold Belknap, a doctor known for his peculiar ways and his distaste for trespassers. Living along Toad Road, Belknap reportedly erected gates deep in the forest, not to trap spirits or inmates, but to keep the curious and unwelcome at bay. Belknap wasn't just a gate builder, he was a man of, shall we say, unique humor. Legend has it that he posted signs with ominous toad-related warnings like, "Beware the Toad King." Whether he was genuinely eccentric or just enjoyed scaring people off, we may never know. But here's the twist. Like the asylum version, this tale claims that only one gate is visible during the day, while the remaining six reveal themselves at night. Could it be that Belknap's gates hold a secret beyond mere trespasser deterrence? And why do both stories end with the same ominous warning that passing through all seven gates will lead you straight to hell? The Seven Gates of Hell isn't just a legend about where these gates came from, it's also a tale of rules, rituals, and consequences. To understand the full scope of this chilling story, let's dive into the conditions, the experiences, and the ultimate fate awaiting those who dare to pass through all seven gates. First, the legend is clear about how these gates must be navigated. Walking is the only acceptable way to approach them. There's no mention of driving or taking shortcuts. This is a journey meant to be taken on foot, step by step, with no turning back. Equally important is the sequence. The gates must be passed through in the correct order. It's said that if you stray from the path or try to skip a gate, the legend's supernatural effects won't take hold. Or worse, you might trigger something unintended. And here's the most unsettling condition. You must walk the path at night. By day, only one gate is visible, a mundane structure almost easy to dismiss. But as the sun sets, the other six gates are said to reveal themselves, glowing faintly in the darkness, like they're waiting for you. Once you begin, the journey takes a sinister turn. The first six gates are said to be a test of endurance and courage. With each gate, the atmosphere grows darker and more oppressive. Some claim to hear strange noises, whispers, footsteps, or even screams, while others report fleeting apparitions in the shadows. There's also the sensation of being watched, as though unseen eyes are tracking your every move. The deeper you go, the harder it becomes to distinguish reality from illusion. Are these tricks of the mind or something more? And then, there's the seventh gate. According to legend, passing through it isn't just the end of the journey, it's the end of everything. Those who step through are said to vanish without a trace, lost to an unknown fate. Some say this gate leads straight to hell itself, a one-way passage from which no one has ever returned. The consequences of navigating all 7 gates are as chilling as the journey itself. The most common version of the legend claims that those who make it through disappear forever. Whether they're lost in the woods, taken by malevolent forces, or transported to another realm, no one knows. Even more terrifying is the idea of eternal damnation. Many believe that stepping through the 7th gate seals your fate, condemning your soul to an eternity in hell. It's not just about physical disappearance. It's about losing everything you are. Over the years, stories of the gates have come with warnings, both official and unofficial. Locals have long advised against exploring the area, citing danger, supernatural forces, or simply respect for the land. Some versions even mention protective charms or rituals to ward off whatever might be lurking beyond the gates. Whether these precautions are rooted in superstition or genuine fear, one thing is clear. The legend has a way of getting under your skin, making you wonder, what if it's all true? 2 stories, 1 chilling location. Could these legends be rooted in truth? Or are they simply tales passed down to keep people out of the woods? What if the gates themselves are more than just metal and wood? What if they're a doorway to something we can't comprehend? So the question remains, would you dare to walk this path? Would you risk it all to see what lies beyond the 7th gate? Smash that thumbs up button if you'd take the risk, or drop a comment telling us why you'd steer clear. Let's see how many brave souls we've got. But remember, some doors are better left unopened. Okay, so where is this so-called portal to hell? The story centers around Toad Road, a secluded path that used to connect nearby towns. After Hurricane Agnes in 1972, the area was largely wiped out, leaving behind ruins and a fertile ground for ghost stories. While some thrill-seekers claim to have found these gates, skeptics argue they're just abandoned fences or remnants of old mills. So what's the truth? Let's dig deeper. Here's where things get complicated. First off, there's no record of an asylum ever existing in the area. None. Zilch. And those gates? Most historians agree they were likely ordinary property markers from the 19th century. But why let facts get in the way of a good ghost story, right? Fun fact, locals are not amused by all this. The legend has turned Toad Road into a hotspot for paranormal investigators, teenagers on dares, and let's be real, more than a few YouTubers with night vision cameras. Could the 7 gates of hell be part of something bigger? After all, nearly every culture has stories of portals to the underworld, from the Mayan cenotes to the Greek river Styx. Could Toad Road be Pennsylvania's version? Or is this just a classic case of small-town folklore getting out of hand? Believe it or not, this legend has gone Hollywood. Well, indie Hollywood. The 2012 horror film Toad Road drew inspiration from the myth, blending it with real-life tragedies to create a psychological thriller. And if you've ever Googled urban legends, chances are this one popped up near the top. So, is the 7 Gates of Hell real, or just a creepy bedtime story for restless teenagers? Maybe it doesn't matter. What makes legends like this so powerful is their ability to spark curiosity, imagination, and just a little fear. After all, isn't it more fun to wonder what might be out there? Before we wrap up, we need to talk about something important. Legends like the 7 Gates of Hell are fascinating, but it's crucial to remember that this area is home to real people, people who deserve peace and privacy. Many parts of Toad Road are private property, and trespassing isn't just illegal, it's disrespectful. Exploring the mysteries of the world is amazing, but let's do it responsibly. Instead of venturing into restricted areas, consider diving into the history and stories from the comfort of your home, or by joining guided tours where available. Let's keep the thrill of discovery alive without causing harm or inconvenience. Remember, legends are best when they're shared and enjoyed, not when they create conflict. Let's leave the gates where they belong, in the realm of mystery. Alright, here's a question for you brave explorers. Would you dare to walk through the 7 gates of hell? If your answer is yes, give this video a big thumbs up. Let's see just how many of you would take that leap into the unknown. And if you're thinking, nope, not today, I don't blame you. Drop a comment below and tell us why you'd steer clear. Is it the supernatural rumors, the thought of facing angry locals, or just plain common sense? I'm dying to hear your thoughts. Are you Team Curious Adventurer or Team Nope, not today? Let the debate begin.